Greetings to my students. Welcome to my video. Today we will study group discussion from Unit 3 of your textbook. Let us first understand what is a group discussion. A group discussion is a formal discussion conducted on a topic among a group of 10 to 12 participants. The participants analyze the topic from their respective angles and present their views and opinions. The group is given a topic, they contemplate on it for a few minutes and then start with the discussion. This discussion is usually for 10 to 15 minutes. The experts listen to the members and evaluate them. Group discussion is an important activity in academic, business, and administrative spheres. It is a systematic and purposeful interactive oral process. Here, the exchange of ideas, thoughts, and feelings take place through oral communication. The ideas are systematic and structured. The participants sit in a semicircle and express their views on the given topic. It is extremely important way or method for classroom learning. I repeat, it is an extremely effective interactive method for classroom learning. This topic or this technique is used to select candidates for different courses or for jobs. They are used to gauge whether a candidate possesses certain skills required for pursuing a particular course or job, which involves working in groups, giving opinions, and solving problems together in order to achieve a common goal. The candidates are tested for their knowledge and communication skills. They are also tested for their ability to work as a part of a group and to lead others towards conclusions and solutions. One should be able to use his understanding of a subject to give opinions on it and support his ideas with logical arguments. Since group discussion is a two-way process, it is important that besides speaking, one listens to the participants in the group and responds to their ideas or takes them forward. I hope you have understood what is a group discussion. Let us see various types or various methods or various types of topics that are used in group discussion. Understanding them is extremely important. Various types of topics are used in group discussion, like factual. For example, plastics should be banned. It is a factual topic. It is a fact. It is a generalized opinion which everybody, or you can say most of the people, agree to. The next type of topic is social or political. For example, moral policing. The next type of topic is abstract. For example, conscience. Abstract topics are the topics which are not seen around, only felt. The last type of topic is case study based, where the group discusses a case study and analyzes it or offers solutions. Now, let us understand how a group discussion is conducted. It is very important to know how a group discussion should be conducted. But before that, let us understand what are the prerequisites of group discussion. Before we learn how to conduct it, we should know what are its prerequisites. First prerequisite is the tone of talking. Your tone should be extremely polite. In other words, you should mind your tone. Your pitch of talking, which is the next prerequisite, is extremely important. You should match your pitch with the words that you're saying. They should be in such a way that it does not hurt the other group. The next is modulation. Modulating your voice in group discussion is extremely important. Another one is fluency. It is obvious you have to be fluent while you discuss. Unless and until you're fluent, you cannot participate in a group discussion. Next one, flow of thought. Your thoughts should flow in such a way as if it is a flow of water. If your thoughts flow one after the other, only then your group discussion or the method used by you will look or seem effective. And the last and the most important is expressing. Only having ideas is not important or will not help you. You need to express those ideas. Unless and until you express the ideas, they will be of no use. The next prerequisite of a group discussion is planning and preparation. Before we do a group discussion, we need to plan and prepare for it. Having the knowledge of your topic is also another important prerequisite. If you don't have the knowledge of your topic, you cannot participate in the GD. And even if you participate, people will easily people will easily understand that you have very little knowledge about that topic. So gaining knowledge about the topic of GD is important. Next, your power of speech or communication skills need to be extremely strong. Another one is presentation. You need to pay attention to how you present the topic. Next one is your body language. Your body language and your personal experience should be pleasing. Next is being calm and cool. However hot the topic of discussion is, however violent you feel from inside, you should always appear calm and composed. Moreover, the next topic is very important, listening skills. I mean to say, next prerequisite of GD is very important. Being a good speaker is not going to help you. Only being a good speaker is not going to help you, rather, you have to also be a good listener. Unless and until you are a good listener, you cannot be effective in group discussion. Next is cooperation. Cooperating with your group members is also very important. If you do not cooperate with the members, you cannot be effective in the group discussion. Next is alertness. You have to be alert and you should have presence of mind. Presence of mind is extremely useful in group discussion. Otherwise, you might lose your topic or you might talk about something which is out of the topic. And last but the most important prerequisite is thinking out of the box. Whenever you whenever we conduct a group discussion, thinking out of the box is given lot of weightage. So you should pay attention to it. Now let us see how it is conducted. Whenever we want to conduct a group discussion, we should have groups with minimum 5 to 10 students in it. These students should sit in a circular or C-shaped arrangement. Each group is then given a topic for discussion. Students sit and they contemplate on it. They are allowed to think about it and write their points on a paper before discussing. Lastly, this group discussion or a group discussion should last for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Now, I hope you are clear with how to conduct a group discussion. Let us proceed with the next part in this lesson. Language to be used in a group discussion. Now, I'll tell you what kind of language needs to be used in a group discussion. Your language should be polite and it should be humble. And using certain expressions, which we will discuss now, will help you to make your language polite and humble. Though you want to raise your point, using these expressions is definitely going to help you. For example, or let us start with the first one. Whenever you want to say something, I mean to say, whenever you want to express your opinion, you can use some of these expressions. For example, you can say, I believe, or I think, or could I make a point, please? Or in my opinion, or it seems to me. Now, these opinions or these expressions will help you to express your opinions effectively. Now, let us move on to the next ones. If you want to express agreement, you can use these expressions like absolutely, you are right, or I fully agree with you. Whereas, if you want to express disagreement, you can use the following topics or the following expressions. I am afraid I don't agree with you. I'm sorry, but I see it a little differently. I can see your point, but, or you may have something there, but I respect your point of view, but I'm sorry I can't go along with you. If you want to suggest anything, you can use these expressions. I think we should. Why don't we? Let's start something very interesting. Couldn't we? Or don't you think we could? Whereas, if you want to ask questions or you want to ask opinions of others, you can use these expressions. What is your opinion on it? What do you feel about it? I wonder, what do you think about it? I would like to know your stand on this. If you want to interrupt somebody while they are speaking, you can use the following lines. I'm sorry to interrupt, but excuse me, could I add something, please? Or, that's true. Sorry, but I don't agree. If you want to handle the interruptions, you can use the following expressions. Just a moment, please. Could I finish what I'm saying? Or, if you would just let me finish. Or, could you wait for a minute, please? Lastly, if you want to conclude the group discussion, you can use these expressions to summarize or to conclude, or we can conclude by saying, or let's run quickly through the main ideas before concluding the discussion. I hope you have understood what are the expressions or what kind of language we need to use. Through these expressions, I have made it very clear that you have to be humble even if you are interrupting somebody, or even if you are handling the interruptions. You have to be extremely humble and extremely polite while you speak. Now let us discuss the benefits of group discussion. Can some of you guess the benefits? You can write in the comments if you have any other, or if you feel there are any other benefits except the ones which I am going to discuss. And I hope by now many of you must have guessed what are the benefits of group discussion. I would like to know the benefits, extra benefits besides the points that I'm going to state. And I will be very happy if you comment them in the comment box or in the comment section. Let us discuss the benefits. Stimulating thinking in a new way. Group discussion definitely stimulates your thinking in a new way. It expands your knowledge. It increases your knowledge, both general and academic. Knowledge is going to increase through group discussion. It increases your understanding of your strengths and weaknesses. Once we know what are our strengths and weaknesses, it becomes easy to handle our life and it becomes easy to handle the situations. Next benefit is your true personality is revealed and the qualities of leadership are crystallized. Your language skills are definitely going to improve through group discussions. Leadership skill is going to be motivated through group discussion. You will also learn to handle tough people. Moreover, it is going to improve your team spirit and your teamwork, which is extremely important these days if you want to work in a very good firm. No firm will leave you alone. You will have to work in group. You will never be isolated. Hence, it is important to participate in a group discussion. Now let us discuss a few tips, or rather I'll give you few tips to improve your group discussion. First one, or the most important one, is understand. What do you have? What now you'll say you'll have a question. What you need to understand? And the answer is obvious, the topic. Before contributing or before raising any point in group discussion, understand the topic clearly. Try to understand it. The next one is speak. You should know when and how to speak in a group discussion. Try and get a chance to speak. If you can't get a chance to speak, make your chance. Next is initiate. Now, you have to take the initiative to begin the group discussion if possible. Structure. Structure your arguments. You have to structure them logically. Unless and until your arguments are structured logically, you cannot justify your stand. Next, summarize. Summarize the discussion effectively. You need to summarize your discussion. Summarizing is an important part of group discussion. The next one is involve. Take active part throughout the GD. Make sure, as a member of your group, your participation should be equivalent to the others. It can be more, but never let it be less than others. Next, articulate. Work continuously towards articulating your ideas into meaningful sentences to make the best impact. Be clear in your speech. Next, listen. Be an attentive listener. Listen carefully to what your opposite team is speaking, what every member in that team as well as your team is speaking. Making a note of the points that they have said is extremely important. Quality, not quantity, matters. It is not how much you say, but what you say is more important. Hence, think before you speak. No doubt, you have to be very quick, but always give it a thought. If you speak without thinking, you will never be considered a good speaker in the GD. The people who are judging you, they will never consider that you are a good person, or that you are a good contributor. Now, before we proceed to the next part of group discussion, let me tell you what is judged when you are a part of a group discussion. The first point is how good you are at communication with others. Next thing that will be judged is how you behave and interact with the group. Next, how open minded you are. How are your listening skills or the quality of your listening skills? How well you listen to others. Next, how you put forward your views or your leadership and decision making, your analysis and subject knowledge, your problem solving and critical thinking, your attitude and confidence. All these points are judged when a person participates in group discussion. Now, let us see some of the do's and the don'ts of group discussion. Let us first see some of the do's of group discussion. First is be a good listener. First do is to be a good listener. Then do not use high vocabulary. Never use technical language. Not knowing what is not a problem, do not try to bluff. Talk appropriate to the issue. Make original points and support them by substantial reasoning. Listen to other participants effectively and carefully. Whatever you say must be with logical flow. Make accurate statements. Modulate the volume and pitch and tone. Speak pleasantly and politely to the group. Do not irrespect others. Respect the contribution of every speaker. Remember that a discussion is not an argument. Learn to disagree politely. Think about your contributions before you speak. Try to stick to the discussion topic. Do not go out of the topic. Don't introduce irrelevant information. Beware of your body language when you are speaking. Agree and acknowledge what you find interesting. Be considerate to the feelings of others. Try to get your turn. Be an active and dynamic participant by listening. Talk with confidence and self assurance. So, these were some of the do's of group discussion. Now, let us see what are some of the don'ts of group discussion. First one is do not criticize on religion. Very important one. Never bring religion in group discussion. It is going to hurt the sentiments of people. We live in a secular country. We should learn to be secular while we discuss. Next, do not get personal with anyone. Never try to bluff. Do not be shy, nervous, or keep yourself isolated from group discussion. Interrupt another Never interrupt another participant before his argument is over. Do not change your opinions. Do not make fun of any participant, even if his arguments are funny. Do not get irritated. Don't lose your temper. A discussion is not an argument. Do not shout. Use a moderate tone and medium pitch and speech. Do not use too many gestures when you speak. Gestures are like pointing. Gestures are like finger pointing and table thumping. They can appear aggressive. Don't dominate the discussion. Confident speakers should allow quieter students a chance to contribute. Don't interrupt. Wait for the speaker to finish what they are saying before you speak. Moreover, don't engage yourself in subgroup conversation. Don't repeat. Don't worry about making some grammatical mistake for your interest. That matters you. Put across whatever matters should be put across and it should be important. Don't put across something that isn't important. I hope you have understood some of the do's and don'ts of group discussion. Now, let us understand how we can contribute or how we can participate in a group discussion. Participating in a group discussion is extremely important. Unless and until we participate in a group discussion, we can never be a good speaker, neither a good listener. And it is definitely going to improve our language. Hence, participating in a group discussion is extremely important. First point is keep eye contact while speaking. Do not look at the evaluators or the judges. Keep an eye contact with the team and look at every member while speaking. Next point is initiate the GD. or group discussion. Initiating the group discussion is a big plus point. But keep in mind, initiate the group discussion only when you have understood the topic clearly and have some knowledge about it. Speaking without proper subject knowledge creates a bad impression. Third point, allow others to speak. Don't interrupt anyone in between while they are speaking. If you don't agree with his or her thoughts, do not snatch their chance to speak. Instead, make some notes and clear the points when it is your turn. Fourth point, in how to be or how to contribute to group discussion is speak clearly. Speak politely and clearly. Use simple and understandable words. Do not use jargons while speaking. Don't be too aggressive if you are disagreeing with someone. Express your feelings calmly and politely. Next, make sure to bring the discussion on track. If by any means group is distracting from the topic or goal, then simply take the initiative to bring the discussion on the track. Make all the group members aware that you all need to come back to some conclusion at the end of the discussion. So stick to the topic. Next, positive attitude. Be confident. Do not try to dominate anyone. Keep positive body language. Show interest in discussion. Next, speak sensibly. Do not speak just to increase your speaking time. Don't worry, even if you speak less. Your thoughts should be sensible and relevant instead of irrelevant speech. Listen carefully to others. Speak less and listen more. Pay attention while others are speaking. This will make coherent discussion and you will get involved in the group positively. You will surely काय यार 30 मिनिट्स माझं फुल ग्रुप डिस्कशन होत आलेलं वांग फुल माझा टॉपिक संपत आलेला आणि तू पादलंय. नेक्स्ट, पॉझिटिव्ह ॲटिट्यूड. बी कॉन्फिडेंट. Do not try to dominate anyone. Keep positive body language. Show interest in discussion. After that, speak sensibly. Do not speak just to increase your speaking time. Don't worry, even if you speak less, your thoughts should be sensible and relevant instead of irrelevant speech. Next, listen carefully to others. Speak less and listen more. Pay attention while others are speaking. This will make discussion coherent and you will get involved in the group positively. You will surely make people agree with you. Last point, no need to go into much details. In a group discussion, you have limited time. So be precise and convey your thoughts in short and simple language. Now, if you want to convey your thoughts in short using simple language, you need to know how to summarize. So let us discuss how to summarize the topics or the points that you are raising. First of all, avoid raising new points. Next, avoid stating only your viewpoint. Avoid dwelling on one aspect of the group discussion. Keep it brief and concise. It must incorporate all the points that came during the group discussions, but only the important ones. If the examiner is asking you to summarize a group discussion, it means the group discussion has come to an end. Do not add anything once the GD or the group discussion has been summarized. With this, we come to the end of the lesson. Thank you and have a good day. I hope you have understood everything. Do not forget to hit the like button, share, and subscribe to my channel. Please hit the bell icon to get notified for my video. Thank you and have a good day.